Hello everyone, this is Mr. Mar, and here's my tutorial on the Lead Melody project. So what we're going to be doing is writing melodies using a pattern called a pentatonic scale, which is a great tool for using for writing melodies. We're going to do it along to the chord progression that you created. So I'm going to do this example in A major. So first, that's what you have to decide is which version of the chord progression you're going to write to. Then download that matching pentatonic scale guide. So in this case, I'm going to pick A major. Each one of these has a major and a minor, because for pentatonic and for major and minor scales as well, there's always a major and a minor key that uses the same set of notes. So I'm going to download this A major scale guide. Going to drag and drop that into Soundtrap here. And it's already set up for me to write to a 4-bar chord progression. So once you have that set, you want to set your patch to something that's going to work well for a melody. So in this case, let's see what some of the synth leads sound like, because I'm going to be using like my one synth example. There's a lot of kind of different options. Kind of like that. I'm gonna use that for my my sound patch. I don't think that actually selected. Let me double check that. That was the. There we go. So I'll double click that. Now it's working. All right. Then go into your piano roll. We're gonna switch that grid back to 1/8, and we're going to first just find a note that sounds good. So since I have this soloed, I'm going to need to also solo that. You can also delete the other versions of this, or save it as a copy and delete the other ones if you'd like. So now I should be able to hear the notes. Cool. So I'm looking for a note that's across from one of these scale guide tones that that I like. I might start with that. So I'm going to do this all in 1/8 notes. They don't all have to stay just 1/8 notes. You can make them a little bit longer, jump around a little bit. So let's see. So the next note needs to be in the scale guide, so that's going to go up there. So I'm going to try to keep doing this until I've got a 1-bar melody. So it looks like some of these are more like quarter notes now. If I zoom in a little more, just make sure. Kind of hard to see both the correct grid and the scale guide. There we go, that'll work. So that's not in the scale guide, that is. Maybe I'll move that here. Jump up to the A. And let's try that. Cool. So we got a little 1-bar melody. Okay, cool. So then I'm going to just copy and paste that to the rest of my chord progression. So one thing that's going to happen is it's going to work with like most of your chord progression most of the time. Depends on your chord progression. If you're noticing anything that maybe is clashing a little bit, you can change those notes. So this is the step of making adjustments based to your melody based on the chords. You can change the rhythm, move to different scale tones to create variety as well. So I'm just going to mess with this a little bit. I like the first one. I kind of want this to just keep going. So I'm just going to hold it out here. So now I've got kind of like a B phrase, like an A-B phrase. All right. So for that, most of it still kind of works, except for this note. This note sounds real bad. Reason being, it's playing over a C major chord, and this is a C sharp, so that's not going to sound great. So I'm going to shift that down just one note. It's going to pop out of the scale guide, but it's going to fit with my chord progression better. That's all right. Another choice I could do is maybe just move that to another scale tone entirely. So I'm going to try maybe moving that up instead. Yeah, let's try that. Maybe up to a scale guide note. Or a different scale guide note. Oh, let's try that. Kind of like a ominous, creepy feel a little bit, but that's probably because of the chord progression mostly. But that would be an example of a melody. It's based on a pentatonic scale that fits to a chord progression. So that would be the lead melody project. Again, first thing you're going to want to do is check your chord progressions that you already transposed. Just pick one of those, download the pentatonic scale guide that matches. Write a melody mostly using eighth notes or quarters if you'd like to have a 1 to 2 bar melody. Copy and paste that, and then make any adjustments you need so it fits your chord progression. After that, you'll just press save. You might need to share it with me again if you make a copy of your original assignment. If not, I'll still get a copy of it if you include it with the original chord progression transpose assignment. So I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. See you next time.